I'm your host, William J. Gibbs Jr., and I have here with me real estate broker Rick Gomez. Rick, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Rick, what company are you with?
Gomez Properties.
Gomez Properties. So it's your own company?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me a little bit about you and your background in real estate.
Okay. My grandmother started me in real estate. She's been in it for over 60 years as an investor, so she buys properties and leases them out. That's what she does now. She's in her 80s, but she still does it. When I was young, she would take me along with her to go pick up rents, to go check on the properties, and that led me to start thinking that that would be a way that I would want to make my career and invest. So in 2006 is whenever I got my real estate license, and I got my license primarily to purchase real estate. And then after a few years in being in the business, I decided to shift over to helping sales.
So tell me now, with the sales and that, the buying and the selling, what are the current market conditions here in our area, Corpus Christi and the Coastal Bend specifically?
Okay. So we have the MLS. MLS is the multiple listing service, and what we do is we close out properties in the MLS. What that means is whenever we have a sale, we put it in there. And the MLS reports also are sent out to various entities. One of those entities is the Texas A&M Real Estate Center. So it's a free service, and the Texas A&M Real Estate Center lists all those statistics as far as the details of the market, determining whether it's hot or whether it's slow. So when we pull our most recent numbers, we usually have 2 or 3 months back. So our most recent report was in October. We don't have November just yet, but we'll get it shortly. The numbers we're looking at when it comes to whether or not a real estate market is hot or whether it's good or bad is we're looking at consistent sales. We're not necessarily looking at it being good for the buyer or for the seller by themselves, but an average between the two. The first number that we're looking at is how many homes were sold every month. So how many homes were sold in October 2019, 18, 17, etc. back. The other number we're looking at is the average price and the median sales price. Another number we're looking at is the total number of homes that are on the market that are available to purchase. And a final and extremely important number is our average months of inventory. And what that basically is how many months does it take to go through all of the inventory once. So looking at all of those numbers of 2019 and comparing them to 18 and to 17, we find that the market is very similar to 17 and 18. In other words, we haven't seen any sharp peaks nor any sharp depressions. And what that means for us as a real estate center in Nueces County, etc., is that we're in a slightly above average balanced market. Whereas 6 months on the market would be, or the average inventory would be considered balanced, we're trending between 5.2 and 5.4. In layman's terms, what that essentially means is that homes are selling rapidly. We're selling 400 to 600 every single month, depending on the season, of course. It's an opportunistic market for buyers and for sellers, and it's considered above average.
So it wouldn't be a market for buyers over sellers or sellers over buyers. Both of them have an equal opportunity in this market at this point.
It's very seesawed. It's very leveled. If you look at 2008, 9, and 10, during our crash, it was a strong buyer's market because of the fact that there were so many foreclosures, that property values were sharply depreciating. Our average, just to give you an indicator, our average month in the market, we're at 5.2 now. Back then, it was trending towards 11, 12, 13 months on the market before you would see the inventory move through.
So the houses were sitting.
They were sitting, which is great for buyers. I represented a lot of investors during that time. We flipped homes because we could get homes for a great price. Now, we have 2,500 homes total on the market. Back then, we had 3,800. The inventory was glutted. It was terrific for buyers, bad for sellers. What we're finding right now is it is very balanced.